It's about the crowd. It's about the music. It's about the sound you make and the rush you get. It's about the gear that makes it happen. Tech for Music, Northampton's premier DJ store with a massive choice of decks, speakers, lighting, special effects, and the latest DJ gear on the market. Try it out in our demonstration showroom and get expert advice or shop online 24/7. Tech for Music. See techformusic.co.uk. You are logged into Tech Talk Tuesday with techformusic.co.uk, talking all things tech on a Tuesday.
Well, good afternoon everybody. Welcome along to the very first edition of Tech Talk Tuesday with myself, Ryan, and of course my colleague, Mr. Watson.
Hello.
It's the one and only DJ Wazzy, everybody. You know.
We are socially distanced.
We are indeed.
See, I can't touch him.
Yeah, no, not possible. We've got two separate cameras set up, so it looks like we're, next to each other, but we're of course at a social distance. So we just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's currently locked in. We've got Natalie on there, we've got Ricky, we've got David, we've got someone called Ryan Levers, not sure who he is, but yes. So in these, we're going to do this every fortnight. We're going to try to anyway, especially as we're still obviously in the lockdown. We've got a bit of time to put these together, and in each episode we're going to talk to you about 4 brand new products that are out there on the market. So in this first one, maybe Ian, you'd like to just mention the first.
Can I just mention something?
Oh,
you're looking
course.
You're looking a bit different today, Ryan.
Really?
What's going on there?
Don't know, really.
New glasses there? Nice.
Yes, indeed. Got these today, so it's a new look.
Suits you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Before we jump into the Flex 6, we just wanted to say, I want to say what this is all about. Obviously, we've not been able to open the showroom for over a year now, and we really just want to do our jobs, and what our jobs would have been, you guys would be coming into the store and we'd be showing you all the new latest gear on the market, which we haven't been able to do for a year. So we thought, how else can we do it? And this is the next best thing we can think of. So yeah.
So what 4 products have we got today?
These are not brand new products. One of them is quite new. The Flex has been out since last year. That sounds like ages ago, but
it does, doesn't it?
it's not. And then we've got the Evermix Box 4, which has been out for a while as well, and the Pioneer DJM S7 mixer, which is fairly new.
Yeah.
And then the Reloop laptop stand, which is not even out yet. So that's only available in March.
That I'm really looking forward to talking about, actually. First up, we're going to talk about the Pioneer DDJ Flex. It's Pioneer's latest controller, and it really is a really good unit for certain things. And I think Ian's going to talk to you about some of the main features and demonstrate them to you now, right here.
Yeah.
So here we go. First product. It's all about the Pioneer DDJ Flex. Here we go.
Right, so as you can see, it's a 4-channel controller with pretty much standard size jog wheels, the full size jog wheels on there. I'm not going to touch it because I've got cue points set up. So I'm just going to jump into the first USP on it, which is the merge effects button, which are these 2 big rotary knobs in the corners, or in the corner and in the middle of the deck there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the name, actually, because I just skipped over that. So Flex 6, the name, the clue is in the name. What Pioneer are hoping to gain from this controller is to encourage DJs out there to sort of flex their musical boundaries, so to speak. So encouraging DJs to not just stick to one genre of music, is to go between genres, make their sets more exciting, jump between R&B, house, garage, drum and bass, make it exciting for the audience. And a way of doing this is they've come up with this merge effects, which I am going to attempt to demonstrate to you now.
Good luck.
So what I'm going to do, if I remember correctly, I'm going to go from a house track, I think it was 120 beats per minute, into a drum and bass track, if I remember correctly. And I'll show you, well, you'll hear what I'm doing, and then I'll talk you through how the merge effects works afterwards. Here we go. So you initialize the first effect, then rotate the knob to increase that effect, then press it again to release the effect, and bang, you're into the next track.
It does sound really good actually.
And that's a pretty decent transition.
Yeah.
With not a lot of effort at all. So you probably can't hear us. Let's stop that. So yeah, that's the merge effects. Let's go show the record box screen, or
yeah. Oh yes, of course. You see, this is where I come in, and I've got to do that.
right. So on screen now, you'll see these are the parameters and the settings for the merge effects. So you've got 4 different merge effects. So you can you don't do the same transition every single time. You can mix it up. Yeah. You've got 4 different ones, and you can also go into the back end of Rekordbox and change all those parameters or drop downs. So you've got different options for each effect. So you've got a build sample, a release, and a drop sample.
Yeah.
Now where this comes in handy is for DJs that are, I mean, obviously everybody's just doing online streaming at the minute. Nobody's DJing out. So a lot of guys are doing online radio stations. So this is where it comes in handy, where you can actually put your own customized DJ drop in the drop sample, which will have your name or whatever, and that's all done automatically for you before you drop in the next track. And I just think it's a really cool effect.
Absolutely, yeah. I've always really rated that that feature since it came out, and like you were saying, it's great for those running the online. Well, not necessarily online, any radio station. You know, if you're a DJ, going live in the mix on a radio station, sometimes as a listener, okay, unless you're a DJ yourself listening to a radio station, you'll appreciate, proper. I say proper. I've got to be careful what I say, but you appreciate more basic mix a little bit more if you are a DJ yourself. But as a listener that maybe isn't a DJ and just likes to listen to the radio and listen to good music, sometimes it's more about how it actually sounds to the ear, like with those transitions. And because obviously with that that feature, it drops a sample in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You could put in a jingle.
Yeah.
You could put in this is this is DJ Ryan Levers, this is DJ Wazzy, or this is Radio 1, whatever the station is. That's a really handy feature for that, I think. Anyway, I've always thought that's a good
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So shall we jump into the next one, which is quite a controversial effect that they've added onto the Flex 6?
They always do, though, don't you think? Like
everybody resists new technology.
All these new features that come out, it always does seem to be controversial. But yeah.
So the next USP on this is the jog cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously this effect got all the purists, all the turntable DJs up in arms, and I kind of understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Got a lot of respect for turntable DJs and how they can scratch things up and everything else. So when an effect like this comes on a controller, which is sort of deemed as, dare I say, cheating, yeah, I get it, but I think what Pioneer are doing, they're just trying to encourage DJs to do more than just go from track to track, be more creative in the mix. And if you mess around with this effect and think, oh, hang on a minute, I want to learn how to do this for real, and hopefully it'll encourage them to go out and get a pair of turntables. So again, forgive me for this demo. I'm going to demonstrate the jog cutter now for you. Let me just explain what it is. So they've divided the jog wheel into 6 sections, kind of like if you imagine a pizza. And each section's got a different cut effect. So in theory, what it's doing is it's doing the crossfader for you. So that kind of thing, which I can do that, but I can't do both because I'm a man and I can't multitask.
Yeah.
So here we go. It doesn't sound great in my opinion.
No.
So if you can't use it properly, maybe it's just me.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is it. Maybe you do have to use it properly, of course. But maybe that, I think actually, obviously we've only got a certain amount of screens in here, so it was actually quite, we couldn't monitor a record box. But maybe if there was actually a beat going to that, that would sound quite good, you know.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
Yeah. But no, I think those are really good features. I mean, it's not necessary. I mean, it depends how you look at it. I remember the DDJ SB3 that came out for Serato. That had now what
DJ Jazzy Jeff worked with Pioneer on that one.
That's right. Yeah. I can't remember what the actual feature is called, but it's got a similar feature. But instead of using the jog wheel, you just press the pads, and it will create a scratch sound.
Yeah.
But I think it's good for kind of getting people into it and actually to do it properly, because they'll listen to the sound and then think, right, I'm going to actually replicate that now and try and do it myself.
I think that's where Pioneer were going with it.
So it depends, you know, how you look at these certain.
Use it, don't use it.
Yeah, it's up to you, isn't it? At the end of the day, up to you. I mean, that's they're the two main new features, aren't they? That are kind of unique to this particular controller, and apart from that, it's all pretty much, you know, a standard controller. It's got the, you know, your standard 3-band EQ mixer on it with a high pass and low pass filter.
Complete kill.
Yeah, it's 4 channels as well, which is great. You know, at the price point, what's the price again of this unit?
539.
539. A 4-channel controller is pretty
compatible
good in my
with
opinion.
Rekordbox and
Serato. Both softwares. You know, you've got your pad effects, you've got your beat effects. I'd say one thing to consider is on the back of the unit, there aren't any inputs. There's no auxiliary input. There's no channel inputs. So that, it depends what you're going to be using it for, but it could be a downside. But for the right, you know, the right use, it's a really good controller.
Yeah, so on the back you've just got there's 2 sets of RCAs. You've got your master and your booth. You've got a mic input on the back as well.
Yeah.
You've got this 2 jack sizes on the front for your headphones, with your level and a mix, and a mic level on the front as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's complete plastic build quality. It's not the sort of price point and where it sits in the market. It sits between the DDJ 400 and the DDJ 800 and the SR2. So it's aimed at the guys who have invested in the DDJ 200s and 400s, liked it, think, shit, I wish I had an extra 2 channels for acapellas and instrumentals. This is the great sort of next level controller for them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think that's it really for the DDJ Flex.
But before we move on, we want to discuss the. This is not necessarily related to the Flex. It's just something in general I'd like to discuss. Everyone has their own opinion on it. Is the dreaded, or whatever you want to call it, the sync button.
The sync button. That's right. Yeah, you were going to talk about.
Yes,
that.
I was going to talk about that because I get sick of seeing things on posts, Facebook especially, on DJ groups where DJs are saying, you know, DJs are cheating and blah blah blah. I just get sick of it really. So I just wanted to know what your opinion is on it and anybody else's opinion out there.
Yeah.
I mean, all the sync button does, as everybody knows, I'm not telling you what things you don't know, it just synchronizes the track you're queuing up to the same BPM as the track it's playing.
Yeah.
Now you could simply just move the fader
until the
that.
numbers match. Yeah.
I mean, so in that sense, if that's all you're really using it for, I think it's not necessarily cheating. Again, it's just using the technology that's out there. The way I use the sync button is to get between genres. So if I wanted to go from 100 BPM to 120 BPM, I would synchronize. Firstly, I would adjust the track I'm queuing up, I would adjust the BPM. Let's say I'm going from 100 to 120, I'd change that track I'm queuing up down to 100 BPM. I would then press the sync button, which will allow me then to, when I'm bringing the track in, I would increase the BPM on this track and it would bring both tracks up in BPM.
Yeah,
That's the only way I use the sync button personally, because there's no ways, I'm not that clever where I can change both pitch faders to keep the BPMs the same.
You know what that is, don't you? That's multitasking.
Yes, I know, which us men can't do.
Yeah.
And you'll have to be changing the line fader as well.
Absolutely.
So,
and doing your EQ and your effects.
Tom, can you answer the phone, please?
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're trying to do a stream here.
Yeah.
No, but I do that as well, like what you just said, where you're trying to change BPM using the sync button to bring it down. But I think even with that, you know, it is so important that you don't do it too quick.
Yeah.
And also you don't do it, well, you don't sort of stretch it out either, don't make it too long. There is a balance between getting that particular transition right, I do think.
I mean, the other thing about the sync button is, the sync button, as we've just said, it literally just synchronizes the BPMs. It doesn't tell you when to bring a track in, when to take the other track out. There's still a skill to it. So if you're using the sync button, that's all the sync button does. It synchronizes the BPM. It doesn't do anything else. So use it, don't use it.
However, as we know,
rant over.
It is a big skill. You know, beat matching by ear. I'm not the best at it.
Yeah.
You know, it is. It really is. But yeah, it's how you look at the new technology. Really, is the key.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Yeah. Yeah, just well, big shout to everyone that's currently locked on. Shout out to Mr. Manning, DJ Mark Manning, David, how you doing? Ricky, hope you're well. And yes, I think we'll move on now to the next product, and that is the Evermix.
Get involved now, fortnightly on Facebook and YouTube. Listen back via our website at techformusic.co.uk.
I need to go and get one.
So, here we go with the Evermix. I think Ian's just gonna
2 seconds.
Ian's just gonna go and grab one now. So we've got one in person, but as you can see on the picture, that is what it looks like. It's a really, really, really handy little device. This, we can just hear Ian. This is like you withers. You can hear Ian now in the stock room grabbing grabbing an Evermix so that we can see it in person. Yes, so the Evermix, as I was saying, it's a really handy little device, and it is an audio interface essentially that plugs into your phone. You can have Android. That's the door banging. Come on, Mr. Watson.
I couldn't get to it because there's too many XZs in the way.
Oh, yes. Yeah, if you want an XZ, give us a call.
Yeah, we just had 4 arrive.
Yeah. So, yeah.
They'll be gone by tomorrow.
Pardon? They will, they'll be gone, yeah. Oh, yeah. Most in-demand product of 2020, the Pioneer XDJ XZ. All the Denon fans will be, you know. There you go. The Evermix. So it comes in a little case, as you can see, and it's great because it's pocket size. And yeah, so what it is, it's like I said, I'm repeating myself now. It's an audio.
Are you waffling?
I'm waffling. Yeah, it's an audio interface that plugs into your phone.
Keep getting this wrong.
There you go. There you go. That it can be Android or iOS. And
both cables supplied.
Both cables supplied. So you get for both phones, and also you get a high quality RCA cable as well, and that that goes into the Evermix, and then that then goes into the back of a mixer, so onto an RCA output of a mixer, and then you can use this device to stream with. So you take high quality audio to the stream, or you can use it to record with on the Evermix app that you download from either the iOS the App Store or the Play Store. And I've got one myself. I'll be honest, I've not used it much because I've got an audio interface, a USB one at home. But for when eventually the times return to normality and we're allowed to go and play out at venues, this is where it comes in handy. Because if you're a club DJ that turns up to the venue and all the equipment set up, obviously typically it'll be a standalone mixer and two CDJ players. It's really handy because
not a lot of space.
Exactly, and not a lot of space. You know what these DJ booths are like, wires and cables everywhere and this, that and the other. But it's such an easy way. If you want to record your set at the event, just plug that into the back of the mixer, into your phone, record on your phone, on the app, and it'll record it. High quality WAV file format.
Is that, can you select?
I think you can select. WAV's high. It takes up a lot of storage,
space,
but you can select between WAV and MP3, I believe. But even more, an even just as good feature. As soon as you've recorded, you can upload via the app straight away to either Mixcloud, SoundCloud, or you can save to cloud storage such as iCloud, Dropbox, or Google Drive. So that's a really handy feature. We've got Ricky Knight on asking what is the price on these. I believe that are they
£109.99.
£109.99 for the Evermix Box 4. That's going out to Ricky. So if you are interested, please get in touch with us and ask about them, and we'll answer the questions. But yeah, it's great. It's pocket sized, so if you think about it, before a pocket sized audio, there are alternatives to the Evermix as well, I must say. But before these pocket sized audio interfaces were invented, how would you record your mix in that situation?
It says you can edit your set in the app. What does that allow you to do in the app?
I think it's kind of basic editing, such as splitting, clipping, volume, that kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something was a bit too high and you think, oh, I'm gonna change that afterwards. That would be the editing side of things.
Cool. It also says about 4-channel crowd capture. Now that's quite cool as well. So you hook up an external microphone, and if obviously not at home, unless your family's raving in the lounge or something, capture their sort of reaction on there. Just makes your mix sound like a bit more exciting.
Bit more exciting, yeah.
People are going for it.
Absolutely. Why not? And as well, what was I going to say? It's gone out my head. Help me.
It's because I keep interrupting you.
It is. Hang on, is it on my notes? Well, I suppose as well the live. That's another thing, the live streaming, because I think as most of us know, and as a lot of us probably do, live streaming has literally erupted during this pandemic. Because
you should know all about that.
Eh?
You should know all about that.
I do know all about it.
Every time you wake up in the morning,
Ryan Levers is now live. But so that's another thing it's handy for, because you can live stream to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, all the major streaming platforms, which is great, because imagine that, doing a live stream from the club. When we can, obviously do a live stream from the club, and it's just so easy to set up, as I said, into the back of the mixer, into the box, into your phone, get it on a phone stand or a clamp or something. There you go.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, innit?
Innit?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I mean that's the Evermix.
That's
Box
the
4.
Evermix Box 4.
Really, really handy device. Just before we move on, have you got anything to add on that Evermix?
No, I think you've covered it
Have I covered
a couple
it?
of times. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Just before we move on to the next product, which will be the is it the Reloop next?
Yep. Reloop.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
I've got
Reloop.
yeah.
Oh, Reloop next. The Reloop laptop stand coming up next. I'm really excited to talk to you about that one. But yeah, just before we get on to the next product, I'd just like to remind you, you can get in touch with us in the following ways. Ian?
Yep. So obviously on our website, email us, call us on the number shown on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get my finger. Where am I?
Hang on, this is...
Can't see
this
my
is,
hands.
no.
Oh, there.
That way, that way.
Jesus, that's confusing. That way.
Oh, dear.
Email, phone number,
Yeah, get in
live chat on our website.
Yeah, get in
We're
touch
still
with us.
about. We might not be open, but we're still here.
Oh, can you hear that helicopter?
Yes.
Can you guys hear that on the stream? There's a helicopter going over. He's interrupting our stream. How dare he?
They probably never heard it, but now that you've said it.
Now that
Right.
yeah, there it is. Anyway, yes, make sure you also check us out on social media. All the logos are down there at the bottom, along with the usernames. So check us out on there. We've got stuff going out more or less every day. It's down. No, it's down there, isn't it? Down there somewhere. Yeah.
Socials are up
We've
there.
got stuff going out there every day when things are coming back in stock, new products. We've also got the blogs going up there that our very good colleague Tom DeChico is writing up for us. Yeah, make sure you follow us on the social medias. Really important you do that. So yes, yeah, I think it's now time to move on to the very exciting laptop stand, the Reloop laptop stand. How exciting is this, Mr. Watson?
It's just a laptop stand.
But it isn't though, is it? It just isn't. I mean, look at the picture. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it moves. Yeah,
It moves.
we know laptop stands move ordinarily, but look, there's something on that picture there. You can see wires going into it. That's the thing.
Tell us more.
Well, I should probably scroll down on the notes. There we go. So the Reloop laptop stand, this is the very first of its kind, okay? Yes, we've seen laptop stands before. We've got gravity stands, we've got Stag laptop stands, we've got whatever else
Cytronic.
we've got, Novo Pro.
Nova Pro, yeah.
Yeah, but this one is brand new, and it's the very first laptop stand that has got an inbuilt USB hub, okay? Now to me that's game changing in the laptop stand world, you know, because if you think about it, a lot of mobile DJs and sort of DJs that do bars and clubs, but where they have to take their own controller, will most likely need a USB hub of some sort to connect their controller, their external hard drive with the music on, and maybe if you use a sampler of some sort as well.
Yeah.
That's 3 USB
Yeah,
slots.
it's one
that
less
you're
thing
gonna
to carry, isn't it?
That's it. And this is it. You know, you've got your
It's-
laptop stand. You put your laptop on.
It's one of those things. It's like why didn't anybody think of it before? So
it's like,
brilliant. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. So it's got on the actual side of the stand, as you can see on the pictures on the screen, it's got 4 standard USB-A slots.
Ports.
So you just your standard USB slots, which is great for connecting, like I said, your hard drive, your controller, whatever. It's also got on the top, it's got a USB-C port that goes into the laptop, and what that does is obviously takes the data from the stand into the laptop, and then you've got a USB-C port on the bottom as well, and that is to power the actual stand. Now believe it or not, this is actually optional. You don't actually have to power the stand if you don't want to. You can use the power from the laptop to power the stand. I personally wouldn't recommend that.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'll
That's a lot of USBs.
I'll tell
to
you a
power.
story actually. I'll tell you a story.
Tell us a story.
When not long after I got into DJing, I had a MacBook and I had a USB hub, but this particular USB hub wasn't powered by an external power source. It was bus powered by the laptop, and I had my controller connected to it, my hard drive, and quite possibly my phone as well to keep my phone charged up, and it actually killed the boards inside the Mac.
Jesus.
And then I couldn't plug anything in. It wouldn't read anything, and thankfully I found that out after the gig when I was at home.
Yeah.
But it was on a Saturday morning when I found out, and I had a gig that night, and I didn't have any laptop or any music source to play. So we actually had a day out in Milton Keynes trying to sort out my Mac. But thankfully I got it sorted. But that is something I've learned. Don't ever use a USB hub that's not powered externally, that plugs into the mains. So definitely use it powered. So yeah, that's how it works. You power the actual stand. You've got your 4 inputs, your standard USB-A inputs, and then you've got the USB-C slot on the top that goes into the laptop, as you can see on the diagram, and that obviously sends all the data to the laptop. And here's a really great thing, okay? I actually missed this out when I read the notes yesterday, and I was spotted out. I thought, oh my gosh! When you plug it in and the stand is powered, you don't need your laptop charger because it charges the laptop as well.
Now that's cool.
That's it. I mean, you know, that's crazy.
That's
isn't it?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because we all know what happens to
Yeah.
bloody laptop chargers. They get knackered.
They do. They do. So I think that's a really good. I tell you what, it's a shame that we're in lockdown at the minute, because I think when the DJs are out there doing their thing, that's going to sell.
Yeah.
That's going to be popular.
Just a question: is the top part adjustable, like the angle? Or is
I
it
believe
just
it is.
square?
It is. It's
Just because
very,
that picture there shows
yes,
an angle.
it is adjustable in many ways. Actually, it is adjustable. That would be something.
You sure?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
If in fact, if you want to find out more information, just type it in, the Reloop laptop stand, and head over to
On
the
our website.
supplier on our website at techformusic.co.uk. It's on there, yeah, and you can find out all the different things that it does.
Because you can use it in a Z shape as well. I'm seeing. Do you know what I mean? So you use it in a Z, and it's when you use it in the Z formation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you can. Yeah, that's cool.
Very relaxing music, isn't it?
And fall asleep. Anyway, so Reloop stand
Yes.
is going to be available in March.
Indeed, it is. And another thing to mention, it comes with a protective.
Yeah, we forgot that.
Bag.
Comes in a bag.
And also cables.
And the
Comes
cables.
With the USB cables. It comes with
That is sick.
a USB-C to A cable, and it comes with a 25 centimeter one and a 50 centimeter one, and it comes with a USB-C to C at 30 centimeters. So definitely, if you're looking for a new laptop stand,
Pre-order now.
definitely head over to our
Pre-order
website,
now.
techformusic.co.uk. I'm assuming Ricky there is putting his face palm. That's to my mess up when I killed my boards in my laptop. Yes, big shout out to Mr. Love Shack as well, who's locked on. Good to see you, virtually of course. Right then, there you go, the Reloop laptop stand. Ian Love Shack, does it come with power? Yes, it does. It does come with the power cable. It does indeed. It comes with, like I said, it comes with those USB cables, and it does come with the power cable as well. Ian, yes. So check that out. If you head over to our website, all the information is on there, as we have just been saying. Right then, up next, what we got? We've got the brand new Pioneer
DJM S7.
S7.
2-channel battle mixer.
Indeed. Let's go. So, tell us about this.
Don't put it on me, because this is a really, really, really technical, mixer.
It really is a really technical mixer. In fact,
Far beyond my.
yeah, it is.
But we'll try and talk you through it as best we can.
So,
Even the Pioneer product man had difficulties
he did.
explaining
He did, didn't he?
the layers and things
Yeah,
that
he
this
did.
mixer's got. It's something else. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, as you can see on the pictures on the screen, it's very attractive looking mixer.
Very
indeed. And look at the back of it. Look at all those inputs and outputs. Crazy. But yeah, I mean, one simple thing to mention is it's got a Magvel fader, crossfader on it.
Fader Pro.
Fader Pro, in fact, which does make a massive difference to a standard sort of plasticky crossfader. It's got a really good feel to it. Anyone that's got maybe an XDJ XZ, or I believe the new V10 mixer's got it on.
Yeah, I think so.
I know for a fact the DDJ 1000's got it on. So anyone that's had any of those products, that is a Magvel Fader Pro, and that's what this one's got. And I think this product, this product is certainly aimed at those scratch DJs, and I think it's really important to have a good quality crossfader.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean?
Nice, smooth, and
Yeah. And it's got, so what really this mixer's all about, and a bit like the S11 that came out before this one.
Yeah, in true Pioneer style.
Yeah, they've gone
totally
back.
confused us with the
haven't
model
they,
numbers.
again?
You would have thought it's not.
So when did the S11 come out?
I don't know.
It was the one before this
Yeah.
one.
So you would think the S7 is not as good as the S11.
Before, yeah.
And yes and no, but what Pioneer have done, as they always do, they've added new features to the S7 which aren't on the S11.
Yeah.
So yeah, really confusing, because this thing does some things that the S11 doesn't do.
I mean, one thing it's got is larger performance pads.
Yeah.
Which is, well, if you're a performance DJ, you know, activating loops and, you know, samples.
I'm really looking forward to the performance videos that come out.
Yeah.
On this,
Absolutely. So if you're going to be doing that, it's really important to have those larger pads, because I mean, even I've done it on just a standard controller when the pads are smaller. Like for example, I might have jingle, because I do radio. I'll have jingles.
Do you
loaded.
do radio?
News to me. I have jingles loaded on the sampler, so quite often, you know, you do that thing and you catch the wrong one, which isn't great. Which isn't that great. Thanks very much to Kerry for answering Mr. Manning's question. I think he was asking what the cost was for the reloop stand, but if you click on that link that's just been posted,
119.
£119, yeah. Which I think that's a great price. Going back, that's a great price.
How much is a USB hub?
Exactly.
For example, I don't know.
The well, a half decent one's probably around 25 quid.
So a decent laptop stand, you're looking at £65. So
yeah, totally.
You're paying for the convenience, I guess.
Convenience,
as well,
yeah. We're going back now. So the large pads, really great. Now, it's also got what's called large effect layers. Now, what this?
Levers.
What did
You've
I
got
say?
glasses on, haven't you?
Oh yeah, levers.
Levers, Ryan.
My surname.
Levers.
It's got large
Can write this
effect
stuff.
levers. Okay. Now, when the other picture comes back on, you'll see those levers.
Levers.
And what these allow you to do is add effects with the levers, such as the built-in beat effects, or maybe a filter or a flange or whatever, and it just allows you to very quickly apply those effects rather than having to turn a rotary knob. It's just very more instant. You know what I mean?
Well, there's obviously there's a up and a down, so you can
There's an up and a down.
trigger it in and
absolutely.
out, or you can lock it in.
That's right. Yeah, you can lock it in. Indeed, you can. Go on.
Let's just talk about the feature that we're puzzled as to why they've put this feature on
the
the S7.
Bluetooth.
Bloody Bluetooth. Why? I don't get it.
Well,
Why? What's the point?
You see, we were discussing this. I mean, yeah, I think so. It's got a Bluetooth input on it.
It's a battery
So
mixer.
you can connect your phone
with
or
16,
an iPad or a computer via Bluetooth to the mixer
You've
and
got
play
like
off it.
16 performance pads with 16 samples loaded.
Well,
Why
I
would you
know.
want another source
I
coming
know,
in?
but as well with Bluetooth, okay, it's not like you can play a track and sort of mix in and out of it because there's latency with Bluetooth.
Latency, you've got no BPM.
No
you've got
BPM.
No,
I mean,
unless
you
you've
could,
got
you
an
could
app
mix
on your
in
phone.
by ear, but there's still going to be latency.
yeah.
And I think.
Can you queue up the Bluetooth? Like, can you listen to it, or didn't he say? Oh, you could route it through one of the channels, didn't he say? But then you lose one of the
I'll tell you
channels.
what. I'll read you the official
Blurb.
description of the Bluetooth input. So, simply pair your phone with the DJM S7 via Bluetooth, and you can drop sound straight into your set. You can play loops to scratch over, or use a music app to play a track
so use an
requested
app.
by someone in the audience, or simply have your mobile device connected and ready as a backup in case your laptop fails. You can play the sound directly through the master output or either of the channels, so that answers your question. You can queue up, you can listen to it in the queue.
Yeah,
but
but then you
this
lose
is
a
the thing,
channel.
I think that it's a great feature, but it's on the wrong
Type
product.
of mixer.
If this was
on
on a Nexus mixer or an XZ or any kind of standard
controller,
DJ controller or standalone player, that'd be a great
Imagine
feature.
it on the controllers.
It'd be
How
a great
cool
feature
that would
because
be.
when we're
No
playing
aux
out,
in,
we
no
need a backup.
cables. Yeah, exactly.
We need a backup. If our
I
record,
reckon. Watch this space.
Oh well, I think so.
That's
I
an
think so.
exclusive for you.
But record box, when you're DJing and you got your record box software on, or Serato, Virtual DJ, whatever it is you use, if that crashes, you need something ready, like just get a playlist ready on your phone that you can just press play on, just in case, because the last thing you want is a whole minute of silence whilst you're rebooting your software.
Yeah.
So that's a handy feature, but in the right, on the right product. I mean, I don't know what everyone else's thoughts are. If you've got any thoughts on that, let us know in the comments. We'd love to know.
Now we've to be honest, we're not going to go into the technical capabilities of this.
Thing is,
because
if we were to speak about this product in depth, it would take us a day.
you have to physically demonstrate it.
You do,
Unfortunately,
you do.
our S7s haven't
You do.
arrived yet, so
We do.
we can't do an actual demo of the effects and of the different layers. And
Yeah.
if you just look at the picture on the effects lever, there's 3 buttons to the left and there's another 3 on the other side. Each of those buttons have a secondary layer which do different things, so
Yeah.
it's just like wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, indeed. Yeah. I mean, that is sort of the main features that we've mentioned there of the DJ MS7. Like Ian said, like I said, there's loads of features on it. It's just like when we got shown it before release, it was
Next time we'll maybe see if we can get Sammy.
Yeah, definitely. Let's
Come
get him in, get him to bring one in, and we'll do a proper demonstration on it. Definitely, that would be. We'll look into that for maybe.
I've been thinking
next time.
about ideas for the next one, and I think we should do some. I know nobody's buying lighting at the moment, but I think we might add 1 or 2 lighting fixtures to the next Tech Talk Tuesday.
I think so. But I think a lot of people are streaming at the moment, so it might be good to showcase some lights that not too expensive, but that look
I'm thinking
make a decent make a decent effect in the bedroom, in the lounge, wherever you do your DJ streams. Or I mean, I know some people have gone really extreme, like David Guetta.
Oh my God!
Guetta
In Dubai.
in Dubai
Just
on
whilst
a building,
we're on and we're good for time.
skyscraper.
It should be flat.
Look at this. Look at this, look, eh?
Equinox Pulse Tube Lithium, battery powered tube.
There you go.
Can't really. That's crap. That is. Just looks like one colour.
This is
it is.
improvisation, by the way, everybody. Improvisation going on here.
Lightsaber. As you can see, we're 1 meter apart. Just.
Ricky and David say lighting's a great idea. We're glad to hear that. Thank you very much for the feedback. Behave, Mr. Watson. This is supposed to be professional. You do know that, don't you?
We are professional.
Of course, always. Yeah, I mean, I think that's, in terms of the products, that's about it, really. We've done the 4 products today. If you've kind of just been tuned in recently, we've spoke about the Pioneer DDJ Flex. That was first up today. We then spoke about the Evermix Box 4 and the Reloop laptop stand, and most recently we just spoke about the Pioneer DJ MS7. Now, if you've not seen this is our very first Tech Talk Tuesday. If you've not managed to see it in full, you'll be able to watch it back via our website, techformusic.co.uk, in the blog section. I'm just going to show that on screen now, actually. Make sure you head over to our website. It's right at the bottom of the website. There's in the footer it says blog. That's where this will get uploaded to, hopefully later on this evening. Or of course you can watch it back on the Facebook page or the YouTube page. We're on YouTube as well. Make sure you check us out on there as well. So yeah, lots of ways you can watch back. Yeah, so that's our blog. There's some really interesting blogs on there, actually. That
really good reads.
That Tom, our very good colleague, has been writing up. So make sure you do check those out on there. And then
we've also we've added a FAQ page to the website. Frequently asked questions with lots of useful information in there.
Yeah.
And that is at the top of the page, top of our website. There's a drop down. We've divided it into sections, and we will be adding to that as we go along. So yeah, just really useful information in there. So check it out.
Absolutely. And of course, we keep saying this. You're probably bored of us now, but it's important to get the message out there. If you're ever stuck with anything, or you want to find out more, or you've seen a product on our website, then please get in touch with us. Give us a call, 01604 641 100, or send us an email. That's sales@techformusic.co.uk. Or of course, we are available on live chat throughout the day. That's on our website in the bottom right. At techformusic.co.uk. I'm starting to not be able to speak now. Yeah, so yeah, check us out, get in touch, and
Well, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the first of many, hopefully.
Indeed it is.
We'd love to hear what you want us to talk about, or if you don't want us to talk at all, but we're not going to listen to you, because we just want to just bring you guys the latest and greatest technology in the only way we can at the moment, because you can't come into the showroom, unfortunately. But click and collect is available.
Yes.
And free next day delivery. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone that's been with us this afternoon. It's great to have your company, and we really do appreciate it. We'll do this again in a fortnight's time. Thank you very much, Ricky. Thank you, David. Thank you very much, Kerry. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you, Ian. Natalie's on there as well. Thanks to Natalie. I'm going to say, everyone, thank you, some guy called Ryan. Yeah, great. Thank you very much to anyone else as well that has tuned in and we can't see your name. And thanks to anyone that's listened back as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Until next time, from myself, Ryan, and Ian.
Remember.
Yeah.
Stay positive. Test negative.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Oh,
there's
gosh.
I forgot this yesterday.
Right.
There is a vaccine.
Stop streaming.
There's a vaccine station just round the corner from us.
There is.
So there you go.
So you can get a vaccine whilst you're here as well.
Well, you're not allowed to come in,
No, yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yes, and as I was saying, until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you in a fortnight's time. Thank you very much.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
It's about the crowd. It's about the music. It's about the sound you make and the rush you get. It's about the gear that makes it happen. Tech for Music, Northampton's premier DJ store with a massive choice of decks, speakers, lighting, special effects, and the latest DJ gear on the market. Try it out in our demonstration showroom and get expert advice, or shop online 24/7. Tech for Music. See techformusic.co.uk. Get involved now, fortnightly on Facebook and YouTube. Listen back via our website at techformusic.co.uk.